Come with us, if you will, on a quiet journey. We are rising slowly, gently, into the warm Italian sky. Below us, a remarkable land begins to unfold. This is the region of Tuscia, a place steeped in history, where the earth itself seems to breathe stories of ancient peoples and timeless traditions. The air is still and holds the scent of wild herbs and sun-baked soil. We are climbing, not with the rush of a powerful engine, but with the grace of a silent glider, carried on the soft currents of the morning air. The world below transforms from a collection of individual trees and fields into a magnificent living map, a mosaic of greens and browns that stretches to the horizon. We can see the rolling hills, like great sleeping creatures, basking in the golden light of the Italian sun. Patches of dark green mark the ancient olive groves, their silver leaves shimmering as we drift by. From our perch in the sky, we can begin to see our destination. It emerges from the landscape not with a sudden announcement, but with a gradual reveal. This is Viterbo. Now we are hovering directly above Viterbo, looking down upon a breathtaking sea of rooftops. They are a wonderful collection of shapes and sizes, all painted in the warm, gentle colors of the earth. You can see shades of sienna, ochre, and burnt orange, all glowing under the sun. The tiles, known as copy, are curved, creating a lovely textured pattern that ripples across the city like waves on a calm sea. From this high vantage point, the city reveals its intricate layout. It is not a place of straight lines and rigid grids. Instead, it is a wonderful organic maze of narrow streets and hidden alleyways. Occasionally, a street opens up into a small, sun-drenched piazza, a clearing in the urban forest where people gather. These squares are the heartbeats of the city, small pockets of light and life that punctuate the dense fabric of the medieval town. As we drift slowly, we can see the small details of life unfolding below. Tiny green patches on rooftop terraces reveal hidden gardens, private oases of calm high above the bustling streets. This city is often called the City of Popes. For a time in the 13th century, it was the home of the papacy. From the sky, we can see the grand scale of the churches and palaces that were built during that important era. Let us now descend a little, moving closer to the oldest part of the city, the San Pellegrino quarter. From here, the world below becomes a fascinating labyrinth of stone. The streets are so narrow that in some places the buildings on either side almost seem to touch. The sun struggles to reach the cobblestones below, creating long, cool shadows that shift slowly as the day progresses. We can see the texture of the ancient walls, built from large grey blocks of pecorino stone, a local volcanic rock. The architecture here is wonderfully preserved. We can see external staircases, known as profili, clinging to the sides of the houses. We float over a small, hidden courtyard, a secret space enclosed by tall stone walls. A single tree grows in its center, its green leaves a striking contrast against the ancient stone. The towers of this quarter are particularly striking. They are not grand bell towers of churches, but the defensive towers of noble families who once vied for control of the city. They rise up from the sea of rooftops like stone sentinels, silent reminders of a more turbulent past. They are the bones of the old city, the strong, unyielding structures around which the softer body of the town has grown. Our journey now takes us towards a clearing in the dense urban fabric. Here stands a building of great importance and quiet beauty, the Cathedral of San Lorenzo. From the sky, its form is simple and elegant. It has a long rectangular body, the nave, covered with a gently sloping roof of aged terracotta tiles. Next to the cathedral stands its magnificent bell tower, or campanile. It is a tall, slender structure, a beautiful example of Gothic art. From our position, we can see the intricate patterns of black and white stone that decorate its surface. It reaches high into the sky, a finger pointing towards the heavens. At its very top, the bells are housed, silent for now, but ready to fill the air with their deep, resonant voices. The cathedral and its tower are situated in a wide, open square. This space provides a moment of stillness in the otherwise dense city. We can see the geometric patterns of the paving stones below, creating a sense of order and serenity. The cathedral is not just a building. It is the spiritual heart of Viterbo. For centuries, people have come here to find solace, to celebrate, and to mourn. Even from the sky, drifting silently above, one can feel the aura of tranquility that emanates from this special place. Our gentle flight now brings us to hover beside the cathedral, over one of Italy's most important medieval civic buildings, the Palazzo dei Papi, the Palace of the Popes. From this angle, its dual nature is immediately apparent. It is both a palace and a fortress. The most famous feature of the palace is clearly visible from our aerial viewpoint. It is the elegant loggia, a beautiful covered gallery with 7 delicate arches. These arches are incredibly ornate, a masterpiece of Gothic tracery that looks almost like stone lace. Behind the loggia, we see the great roof of the main hall. It was here in the 13th century that one of history's most famous events took place, the first and longest papal conclave. When they still could not decide, the people of Viterbo, growing impatient, took the roof off the hall, exposing the cardinals to the elements. The palace as a whole is a magnificent structure. It forms one side of the Piazza San Lorenzo, creating a grand and harmonious architectural space with the cathedral. It is a building that speaks of a unique period in history when this quiet provincial city was, for a brief time, the center of the Christian world. Let us now pull back and rise higher once more to appreciate one of Viterbo's most impressive features, its magnificent medieval walls. From this height, we can see them in their entirety. They form an almost perfect continuous ring around the old city, stretching for several kilometers. They are like a great stone necklace, carefully placed upon the landscape. As we drift along their perimeter, we can observe the details of their construction. We see the strong defensive towers placed at regular intervals along the wall. We can also see the great gates, the port, that pierce the walls, allowing entry into the city. The walls create a very clear and beautiful boundary. Inside the stone ring is the dense, warm-toned world of the city, a place of human order and community. Outside the walls, the green, untamed beauty of the countryside begins immediately. Now let us turn our gaze away from the city for a moment and look out at the magnificent landscape that surrounds it. We are floating over the heart of Tuscia, a region of subtle and profound beauty. The olive groves are particularly beautiful from this height. The trees are planted in neat, orderly rows, creating a wonderful geometric pattern that follows the curve of the hills. We can see the dark, straight lines of cypress trees, often marching in single file along a ridge. This is a land that has been cultivated for thousands of years, a landscape shaped by both nature and human hands working in harmony. We might spot the faint outline of an Etruscan road, now just a track through a field, or the stone ruins of a Roman villa. A small river, the Urcionio, winds its way through the valley below. From our vantage point, it is a silver ribbon, reflecting the blue of the sky. This is a place to slow down, to breathe deeply, and to reconnect with the simple, timeless rhythms of the natural world. Our journey is now coming to a close. We begin our slow, gentle descent, spiraling softly back towards the earth. The city of Viterbo grows larger once more, its details becoming sharper and more distinct. Let the image of this city, seen from above, stay with you. Remember the warm, earthy colors of the rooftops, glowing like embers in the Italian sun. Picture the intricate maze of the medieval quarter, a place of stone, shadow, and surprise. This aerial view has offered us a unique gift. It has allowed us to see Viterbo not just as a collection of streets and buildings, but as a single, harmonious whole. It is a hidden treasure, a place that does not shout for attention, but rewards those who take the time to look closer. So now, as we touch down, let yourself feel the calm that this journey has brought. Viterbo is a place that invites you to slow down, to breathe, and to simply be. Relax, and let the quiet beauty of Viterbo soothe your spirit.